On the quiet morning of October 10th, 2004, a mother's worst nightmare unfolded in Singapore. An 8-year-old girl named Huang disappeared without a trace. Her innocent smile would soon be plastered across newspapers, shop windows, and taxicabs, sparking a nationwide manhunt that would grip the entire nation. But behind the headlines was a heartbreaking story of trust betrayed, an immigrant family's dreams shattered, and a child's life cruelly stolen. This is the true story of Huang Na. Huang Na was born on September 26, 1996, in Fujian, China, to Huang Qingrong and Huang Shuying. Her parents came from humble farming families. Life wasn't easy, but like many others, they had dreams of a better future. In 1996, her father left for Singapore to work as a vegetable packer at the bustling Pasir Panjang Wholesale Center. Years later, Huang Shuying followed, bringing little Huang Na with her. They lived simply, in a cramped room above the market stalls. Shuying worked hard to support her daughter, and Huang Na, despite her young age, was known for her bright smile, independence, and kindness. She was enrolled in Jintai Primary School. Her teachers called her intelligent. Her classmates remembered her as friendly and bubbly. Among the many vendors and workers at the wholesale center was a 23-year-old man named Tuk Leng Hao. A Malaysian-born vegetable packer, Tuk had migrated to Singapore looking for work. Despite being an adult, Tuk developed a friendship with Huang Na. He'd often buy her snacks, give her rides on his motorbike, and play with her during breaks. Some saw him as a kind older brother. Others later recalled something different, something off. Tuk was married and had a young son, but behind his quiet exterior, there were troubling signs, strange behaviors, private mutterings, and a distant look that didn't quite fit the friendly image he projected. On October 10th, 2004, Huang Na was last seen barefoot near a food court at the wholesale center. She was wearing a blue denim jacket and Bermuda shorts. She never came home. Her mother, Xu Ying, was frantic. From sunrise to well past midnight, she searched. The police were alerted. Crime Library Singapore stepped in. Volunteers distributed over 70,000 flyers. Taxi drivers pasted her photo in their cabs. Even across the border in Malaysia, posters were plastered on coffee shop walls. The entire island of Singapore seemed to hold its breath, hoping, praying that Huang Na would be found safe. On October 19th, the police brought in a familiar face for questioning, Tuk Leng Hao. He told a strange story, that 3 Chinese men had kidnapped Huang Na. The police were skeptical. They brought him back for a polygraph test. But along the way, at a simple restaurant stop, Tuk asked to use the toilet and vanished. He escaped across the causeway into Malaysia, triggering a manhunt. But on October 30th, he turned himself in. What he told investigators was chilling. He claimed it was an accident, saying he had strangled Huang Na during a game of hide-and-seek in a storeroom. But evidence would soon paint a far darker picture. On October 31st, police found Huang Na's decomposing body at Telok Blangah Hill Park. She had been stuffed inside 9 layers of plastic bags and sealed in a cardboard box. Singapore mourned. Her funeral, organized for free by a local funeral home, drew thousands. Strangers brought sweets, flowers, and Hello Kitty gifts, Huang Na's favorite. Some offered Bai Jin, money to help with funeral costs. But amidst the grief, some sought profit. People bought 4D lottery numbers related to the case. Rumors spread online, accusing Shuying of seeking donations and having affairs. The ugliness of human nature reared its head, even in the face of tragedy. On July 11th, 2005, Tuk stood trial. The prosecution presented over 70 witnesses, including forensic experts. A video showed Tuk reenacting the murder. The autopsy showed bruises on Huang Na's head, but her cause of death remained inconclusive. The defense claimed Tuk was mentally ill. A psychiatrist argued he was schizophrenic. His lawyers cited his low IQ of 76, but the prosecution's expert disagreed, stating Tuk showed no signs of mental abnormality. On August 27, 2005, Justice Lai Q-chai delivered the verdict. Tuk Leng Hao was found guilty and sentenced to death. The judge called the murder cold and calculated. Tuk appealed the verdict. In January 2006, Singapore's Court of Appeal upheld the death sentence in a 2-1 decision. One judge dissented, citing lack of conclusive cause of death. Tuk's family launched a clemency campaign. They gathered 35,000 signatures. But in October 2006, President S.R. Nathan rejected the appeal. On November 3, 2006, Tuk Leng Hao was hanged in Changi Prison. He was just 24 years old. After the funeral, Huang Na's body was returned to Fujian, China. She was buried halfway up a mountain near her family's home. On her altar tablet, her name read Zheng Na, a name she had asked for to carry her stepfather's surname. Her mother, Xu Ying, eventually moved to Taiwan. She had more children and tried to rebuild her life. But the memory of Huang Na never faded, from the small room above the wholesale center to the peak of a mountain in China. Her story lives on. A story of innocence lost, of a mother's unyielding hope, and of a nation that came together in grief. May she rest in peace.